I somehow managed to get invited to a game swap, which if you don't know what that is, it's where they take a certain amount of game developers and give one game developer a game, and then that game developer has to work on it, and then for like a certain amount of time, and then give it to the next game developer. And the whole point is to see what game developers can do under pressure. And I got invited to one, and I have no idea about anything. I have no idea about like where I am on like which part am I in the scripting part? Like, am I the first person to do it? Am I the second person to do it? Am I? Well, I know I'm not the first person, but I have no idea what's going on, and there's no communication between any of the game devs. So once I go in there, I'm just gonna have to figure out what the other game devs were trying to do and add on to it. But with that, let's just get straight into the video. Alright, I'm in, and well, what the? Oh, okay. Um, what am I looking at? Okay, we got a polar bear over there. Let's just test the game out, I guess. Oh, okay, something happened.
Bruh.
So what I saw from this is that it's a team deathmatch game, which is pretty normal. I've seen a lot of these games, but the main problem was there was no weapons for the players to fight each other, which could be really boring. I mean, there's nothing you can really do. So what I think I'm gonna start with first is making some weapons for people to fight each other with, maybe like a sword or a scythe. But besides that, I couldn't find any bugs, which is really surprising. Usually there's bugs that happen from anyone's code. So whoever wrote this code was probably have at least like 5 years on me. Anyways, my first thought was looking through the code to see how they do matches and to find how the matches start so I can see how I can start summoning items for the players to fight each other with because I can't have them just, like I can't make a weapon but then not give them the weapon because then that defeats the whole point of having a weapon. So this seemed like a good place to start. Okay, so I just went throughout the code and I figured some things out, and what I want to do is I want to uh take the island and I want to put these red boxes on it, and these red boxes are going to be like areas for items to spawn. So when the players start the match, they go out and find the items to fight other players with. And it's gonna like spawn some random items, and there's gonna be like different items like swords and like medical items and items that make you fast and such like that. So next I have to actually make it summon items and add items. So okay, guys, I'm having a bit of a problem here. Okay, so one of the new weapons I'm gonna add is called the Crimson Scythe. So it's up there and you can slash with it and stuff. And it has really low damage but a really high knockback. And so I've been messing around with the knockback and I just wanna I don't know which is good because it's really fun to just like that is a really powerful knockback. And I think this is just like that would be really cool, and considering the fact that there's a lot of trees that you're gonna bump into, it makes it somewhat balanced that has that high of a knockback. But what I find interesting is that if I just go into here and I change this to like 50, and then the vertical is 100 right now, if I go play with this now, instead of doing that thing like you saw there, it launches up more like that, which kind of could be cool for like I mean which could be cool or something for like if you want to do like some sort of a combo, like you launch them up with the scythe, and like if you have like I don't know. But then what I'm wondering is what if we did the other way around, so the vertical is 50 and then the horizontal is now 100. They should just holy Okay, so I did some work on this, and well, I got the there's a new animation for it. Oh, and I forgot. Just let me grab it. It's somewhere in server storage, correct? Yeah. In here, I have two items. I have the sword and another item I made. Second, I gotta put, boom. And so now, of course, we have the sword, which works, you know, all the same. All that. And it has all of that. Yeah, you do the combo and everything. But now, let's say I'm low on health. I'm at 1 HP, and you have to run from someone, and you're running from them, and they're like chasing you. Now you grab this bandage, and you just, I can't move right now, and the bandage heals you up by 50, and there's a 5-second cooldown before I can use it again, so I'm spamming right, left click, and yeah, it stops you. It stops you and heals you, and that's pretty much it. And so, yeah, that's all the items I've added so far. Or I'm probably going to add some more, but for now we need to make them actually get summoned from the red squares. This took way too long, but after a long while of messing with things, I finally got items to summon. So I've made all the boxes transparent so you can't see them anymore. And if I just were to go into here, then here, then here, then here, and turn can summon to true, all these items start summoning. And so look, we have a bandage there, a sword there, a sword there. So we can just jump up on this guy and grab this orb. Oh, holy. Okay. Yeah, and we have this now, which we can use to, you know, fight people and such, but then after, like, wow, that reloaded quickly. Yeah, so we grab that, and then after, like, 10 seconds, it should reload, so, like, just give it a second, and it should make a new item. Yeah, see, look, now we have a bandage. So, that's it, and the reason this took so long for me to code was because I wanted it to be like see how these aren't falling to the ground? Well, yeah, I had to code them to anchor, but that took weirdly so long because I don't know why it didn't work, but it took so long, and so I just like I just didn't want to mess with that, and so I finally figured out how to do it, and so yeah, that took me so long, and but now it works and it's good. Except the thing is though, is I feel like these should have like some sort of effect when they're like before they're summoning in. Like they should spin or something. But yeah. Yeah, that'd be really cool to have them spin. Let's try coding that in. Alright, so now I believe if we just take the stages, blah blah blah, summoner can summon, set that to true. And yep, they all summon. We go back in here, and I only set it for the sword, so hopefully that works. And I'm not quite sure what I did. I think I did something wrong. I think the sword's a little broken. It's rotating the wrong way, and it's only rotating the handle. That's weird. Okay, let me try something else. Alright, I believe that this should make them rotate correctly. Let's try it out. If I just set the value to true, they all, okay, there we go. Now, Let's see. Let's look at this bandage. It's not rotating. Oh wait, right, I didn't put it in the bandage. So there's this sword. He made it worse than before, and I don't even know how. What? What even is this? This doesn't even look like a sword anymore. Well, I guess we gotta... It kind of looks cool, though. Yo. Okay, yeah, but, yeah, I think I just need to change the rotation. It shouldn't be too hard. Alright, let's try this out one more time. I think this is it. It's gonna start rotating. We didn't get a single sword. It's fine, we can just reroll. Can reroll pretty easily. We just need to grab one of these and just have it. Ready? Give it 1 second. Bro, we did a bandage. Again. Bro, we are getting really unlucky with these bandages. Please. Give me a sword. We got a sword. Oh my gosh, it's rotating correctly. Look at that. Oh, I picked it up. I want to see it do a full rotation. My gosh, we're getting so many bandages. Oh, there's a sword. Look at it spin. Yo. That's cool. Just watching it spin. Alright, now we just need to apply it to the bandages. Alright. Speed running this. Okay. And we turn can summon on. And they all summon. Oh, we got all sorts this time. But this time we need... The one time I actually need bandages, we don't get any. That's actually crazy. That's crazy. Oh, we got a bandage. Yo, that actually looks really cool of it spinning. My gosh, I just now realized how perfectly that fits in your hand. My cup hand. Okay, next thing we should probably do is add some more effects to make it look more like pizzazz, which I already have an idea for, so let's implement that. Alright, now I believe that if I go into here, go to stages, then summoners can summon. All of these should summon with sparkles coming out. Which honestly, you gotta admit, that looks pretty cool. I mean, I don't even know what else. Like, what else could you ask for? Has sparkles coming out of it. Like, that's cool. Like, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't stop staring at this. It's just so... Wow. I know, like, what? Oh, there you go. Yeah, anyways, oh my gosh, I'm so mesmerized by how cool it looks. But I think that is the effects for the summoning done. I think now we should just add more tools, which shouldn't be that hard, but I gotta come up with some ideas for tools. So I'm gonna sketch some tools real quick on my sketch pad. Alright, so I finished making all the weapons I was gonna make. And so I believe they all work. So this is the first one. It's called the Orbital Strike Staff. And what it does is you click one area and it makes a warning area. Of course we have the classic sword. And then there's another one over there. And yeah, they all work the same. You click one area and it does that. We can click Please unanchor. Okay, I see. 1 second, there is bugs. Okay, guys. So I'm up here on the island. I have every single item I added to the game. So obviously we have like the bandage, which you guys know what that does. And of course we have the sword, and you guys know what that does. And we also have this new item called the bow, which shoots projectiles. Shoots very slowly, and it's kind of hard to see the things, but yeah, I think it's just hard to see them because they're moving way too fast. But then we have that and that. And spear, which is kind of like the scythe, but it has less knockback and does more damage. And then we have the speed potion, of course, which, you know, moves you really quickly. And of course, the sword. And so you might have noticed that we don't have the Crimson Scythe on here because for some reason it just completely broke and I have no idea why. I tried debugging it, but we don't have enough time. We have like 2 hours left and I could not figure it out. And now you might be thinking 2 hours might be enough, right? No, I just don't want to go through that much brain damage, bro. It's like it like hurts my head, and then of course I'm gonna have to uh clear my mind in order to do that. And it's gonna take like 30 minutes, and then me debugging it is gonna take like another hour, and it's just I'm not gonna have any more time to do anything else. So I just decided to get rid of it. And so I'm also having some trouble with the bow right now. I don't know why it's doing this, but I'll try debugging it. But that's pretty much everything I've added. I'm gonna try to get the bow to work real quick. Okay, so I don't have enough time to get the scythe or the bow working, so I just had to scrap both of them, which is really sad because that means we instead of 7 weapons, we only have 5. But all of these work pretty well. I mean, yeah, I really like them. I think the spear is great, the staff is great, the bandage works well. I think it genuinely like brings a lot, and then yeah, and I was originally gonna have it that on the 4th hit of a spear, it would launch you up into the air, but for some reason that would not work, and so I also had to scrap that, and I don't have enough time because I have just like no time left to do anything. So I think that's pretty much all I can do before I have to end like this thing, but I definitely think it was really cool. But before I end it, I want to add my mark on the game. So I grab this guy. I'm just gonna put him down there, and boom, he's dead. That guy I've been using to animate everything. But in one of my games called, I believe it's called Platform Chaos, there is the mascot of it is called Cubert. So let me find him. He's amazing. I love Cubert. Where is he? There he is. We get back over here. We'll just paste him in. There's Cubert. And so, Cubert, we'll just put back here. We'll just let him go. This is my mascot. I have no idea if they're going to delete this guy or not, but I'm going to just put him here because he's my mascot for Platform Chaos. Platform Chaos is like my first ever game that's like actually somewhat of a game. So yeah, he's just going to be there. Here. And I'm just going to put a little note here. Don't delete him. He is powerful. Yeah, that seems good. Alright, I think that is pretty much it. And yeah, I'm just gonna let this into the gonna let this back into the person who's running this event and just see what happens. Okay, so I really enjoyed the game swap. I thought it was a lot of fun. But at the same time, it was also really stressful since all the bugs at the end, like those were the only bugs I was able to find. They were all at the end, and there was a lot of them. So I basically got sprung on with like a million bugs right at the end, which was really annoying. And well, yeah, I hope it wasn't too much for the game dev behind me, unless there was no game dev behind me, and thus that game would not be a good game. But yeah, I probably was one of the worst game devs in that group, but I still somewhat did something. And though I didn't do too much, it was fun. Also, fun fact, while I don't have any footage of this, but um while I was animating for some of those weapons, uh the guy who was running the event came up to me and was just watching me do my stuff, which I guess makes sense, but like still kind of odd. He was asking what I was doing, which I guess like also makes sense. But like, yeah.